this situation since I was a kid before Christmas. It was amazing.
I had the reverse effect. I laid down on my bed. Fell down.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Absolute honor. You have no idea what it means to be here. Meanwhile, big fight. Turculus versus Cypher. The fight we called out earlier is finally. That team. Representing Bush Bandits.
Sace, though, they heard these shots. Look, Turculus is literally one grid space over and one grid space up.
Oh,
now
no.
there's Cypher.
Oh, no! Oh, no, friendly fire. All right,
they were friendly.
Good.
It's okay.
I thought he was gonna. I thought some dangerous things were gonna happen to him.
I was gonna be like, that's impressive. If that was like a him by himself type thing, you know?
Yeah.
Or if someone else fired through the window.
Through the window instead.
Yeah.
That'd been ridiculous.
That would've been nuts. But look, Sace is down, so now Rush has to get him back up.
It looks like he should be able to do here.
He's getting the revive.
Loves dropping, Fatal Field, Dusty, Divot, and Salty Spring. So Sice likes to drop towards center of the map from what we've noticed. Conversations. See what happens here. Turculus still alive. Look at Turculus back to nice position for HP. And Sice gonna be able to heal up here.
Looking at the kill feed. Poach takes down Kenneth. Hart takes down Parallax. I saw that Symphony and Punisher are down as well. We saw them get eliminated earlier on in that kill feed.
This interesting fight. Cypher on a 1v1v2 is the current situation for Cypher PK. Oh god, look at this Cuddy, and I think this B as well is going to be rotating through. So more fuel is added to the fire here. A gold grenade launcher with 18 rockets. Expect some great GLs from Cypher. He's going to let him rip here. Smart play, Cypher alongside Nick A30, one of the most intelligent players in Fortnite. You love to watch his stream because you learn a lot, that's for sure. Let's see what he can do here.
Zay takes down Brush. Zoop takes down Hogman. Cuddy eliminates Brush. Zoop eliminates Hogman. Oh my goodness. Leopard takes down Ham Hart. I mean, now that we're forcing players together here in one of the final few circles, I mean, the action is definitely heating up and players are going to have to fight each other now.
Exactly.
Let's take a look. We got 35 players.
Less, you know.
Wow, I don't know how we do this every time, but people stay alive for so long.
Yep. And look at Cypher, such a Cypher move to have 999 metal, 519 wood, in a good position with resources and mats. You let him rip. Not able to connect just yet. But those gold grenade launchers do so much damage to cover. You expect them to go big. Let's see. Right now on screen, you see Brush
all
with 4
these
limbs.
eliminations. Yeah, so Brush had
Ninja
4.
had 2. I don't see Cypher on there, though. So Cypher has 1. So Cypher needs 1 elimination. You guarantee that Ninja is telling him, hey, play this slow. Try in third party, 1 elim. We'll get a point there. We'll be in the... Finish 5. Cypher. Oh, sorry. He just got 1. Dang. I thought that was the second. That was actually his first. He had 1 down. So well done by Cypher to pick up the first, at least.
And now, I mean, look at the new safe zone fallout. It's north. They have to go so far.
Yeah.
Oh, Cuddy's down, but it's B-Sox is down?
B-Sox, Cuddy's down.
Cuddy's down, and the B-Sox is getting him up there.
Yeah, exactly. There it is. By 4 Catacomb and posts up. Cypher's gonna.
So we're going to see players start to scramble.
Yep.
And I mean, we're going to start seeing eliminations come out. Cypher's still alive.
Cypher PK, former teammate of Nick's. We know what he can do. And he's doing such a smart player, putting himself in a good spot, catacombing up. We see Tfue do this very often, where he puts himself in a nice 4x4 catacomb and posts up. Cypher's going to do the same exact thing. Smart plays from him. Meanwhile, Zoof going to jump on board with him from Chicago, representing Cloud9. He has a great ability to track and follow his teammates in fights. That's one thing, if you've probably played squads or duos, you know it's easy to lose track of your teammates. Zook is very, very good at that. One thing he thinks he can do a little bit better is rotations. He feels like he can make better calls in rotations. He's, of course, working on that. Big shot to Zoof. Now I'm excited to see what he can do right now. He currently has 2, I'm not sure how many eliminations. We'll let you know as soon as we find out.
There's still so much happening. Now we're down to 24 players, 30 seconds, and then the storm will start to move. This new safe zone has shifted back inside Dusty.
Look at Bizzle's reactions. Zoof puts 1 tag in him, and immediately Bizzle shoots and starts firing in within a millisecond. That's how good Bizzle is. how fast the reactions he has. Ghost Gaming and Bizzle, known to be some of the best individual mechanical players in the game.
God, you hear that rocket launcher? You know what I want to see? I want to see him open up that wall, Zoop, and then start grappling. Just start grappling aggressively and just shifting where he is.
Yep. I want to keep a close eye on Cypher PK. Perfect. It's almost like the production team heard me. Gonna jump on board with him. He's gonna drop a little bit here. Want to see him hold his high ground. Play patient. He needs one more elim. Finds Bizzle, but Bizzle is tough to eliminate. And Cypher gonna get flanked here. Needs to watch his back though. Bizzle could tag him up from behind. He's not going to. Cypher gets the high ground. Good positioning from Cypher. Good patience from Cypher as well. One of the best at that as well. As he's going to be able to maintain high ground here. In a way, he's the only person alive who's holding high ground. That goes to show how good he is.
Oh man, he was really stressing me out there with those builds and the building up and then building down with the ramps.
Great mechanics though.
Yeah, it's very hard to do that.
And he just has to stay patient here, Zeke. He has high ground. Eventually, he's going to find a knock. Eventually, he will. It's going to open up. Stay patient. Find a knock on any of these little ants that are crawling underneath you. And one of them is in the form of Mercsman. He's looking at Zayt. He's looking at a lot of these open opportunities. And Cypher should be able to grab one. If you're a Ninja fan, if you're a Cypher fan, let's hear it in the chat right now. Let's hear it on Twitter using hashtag FallSkirmish for Bush Bandits. They were in first place coming into this one, and Cypher is looking to secure that first place finish for Bush Bandits.
With 17 players left, Fallout. We are now shifting yet again. We're going south this time. So again, Cypher is just looking for an additional elimination. One more elimination would put him and Ninja at 1 point, which would be huge coming out of this game. And if he can just survive to top 5, he'll get another point.
Oh my gosh, both huge opportunities for that. They need your energy. Cypher has a huge task, a mountain to climb ahead of him. Alone in this one, he's still alive. Jared FPS gonna get taken out. Someone plays themselves, so no elimination picked up there. And Cypher still has high control. Look at high distortion. Very tagged up. He's going to start bandaging up as well. Cypher staying patient. Look how patient he is here. So many players would have dropped and tried to chase an elimination. So many players. Not Cypher.
Not Cypher. I mean, that's right, man. He's just waiting. He's literally waiting for one player to make a single misstep. He's going to take advantage of that. But what's really scary is how many players, how many names we see still within this circle. You've got the likes of Animal, High Distortion, Mercsman, Zayt. I mean, there's so many terrifying names here.
Yeah, and look at his mats too. Cypher's very cautious. He dropped to the low side, so he got rid of the steal that he had. Bizzle with the flank. Nice shots from Bizzle. The fact that Bizzle's still alive, given his positioning, and a Porta Fortress is going to be placed here. Look at this, he's stuck. He's trying to chop his way out of it. He's going to do exactly that. Ghost Bizzle somehow manages to survive, but it's going to be so hard for him to get through. He does. He gets an elimination. Ghost Bizzle does it again.
Unbelievable. He finds Maiden. Baber season checked out early there. Down to 8 players. Animal down below, you see, and above there's a player. I mean, this is coming down to the wire here in game number 4.
Is Cypher still alive? 8 people left. If he is still alive, he has a perfect opportunity to get a placement here. Still hasn't picked up on a limb yet. Goes Bizzle with 3. Needs one more to secure the 4th. I'm not sure if his teammate had any. That's Demo.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, Fallout. This is really intense.
Yeah, look at his mats here. He's gonna go out. He's gonna go out and he actually uses the bounce pad. He finds Cypher, and he's gonna get high ground. Ghost Bizzle takes the high ground. Can he get the elim? No, not just yet. Ghost Bizzle, some way, somehow, only has minis though. I think if I'm Ghost Bizzle, I gotta play down. I gotta play for this. He knows it. He's gonna edit. He drops. Not enough time. He's gonna get taken out here. Ghost Bizzle, a valiant effort.
Oh, he almost was able to.
No, he shot him. He got the 4th and the 5th, I believe. Oh my goodness. The FPS gets the victory out. Congratulations to him. Oh, but the story is Ghost Bizzle. Who does that? Builds out into the storm, places a bounce pad, and immediately bounce pads back into the tiny shrinking storm, picks up an elimination, gets a 2nd, ends up with 5 elims and a top 3 finish. Unbelievable performance from Ghost Bizzle.
And you heard it. Someone used a shockwave grenade. They tried to launch Bizzle away, and before he was launched, he finds the elimination. Double barrel. That was absolutely insane coming out of game number 4.
Oh, wow. I agree wholeheartedly with that sentiment. Yeah. Unbelievable.
I don't even know what to say.
I know. That was amazing. That was one of the best finishes I've seen yet, to be honest with you, in that performance. Ghost Bizzle of Team Fortnite with a huge play. Let's check out the replay from the entire game. And of course, we'll get to that final victory royale from FPS and CLG. course, the FPS, I believe, is representing Lucky Llamas. So in first place, Victor Real for Lucky Llamas here, trying to work their way back into this one.
I mean,
look at this, Heart.
Well, yeah, Heart's amazing. But dude, I mean, after these 4 games, it's just like the action continues to get better and better.
Huge play right there from Cypher.
Dude, shoutouts to Cypher. He put in so much work.
Yeah.
It's just hard to,
I don't know if they got top 4. Is top 4 a point, I believe? I don't know if they got top 4. I'll let you know ASAP. Top 4 is a point.
Know.
4th and 5th place is a point. I believe they did get top 4.
All right, I'm going to watch the kill feed here. You watch the game. So, okay, well, they're gone.
That's how fast it happened. You blink and it's gone.
Okay, well, we'll have hopefully some highlights coming in from those final moments. But, dude, that was just a crazy game. Again, shout-outs to Cypher BK by himself. Puts in a lot of work, maintains high ground for a really long time. I don't know if he manages to lock down an additional elimination there. Dude, where do we begin? I'll let you take the floor on this. You start us off. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, a variety of storylines coming out of that one. First off, Ninja and Cypher talk about when their backs are against the wall, their ability to bounce back. Ninja takes out 2 eliminations before getting eliminated, and then Cypher, great performance from him. We can't understate that. And of course, Ghost Bizzle, that ending right there, an unbelievable display of individual skill from the worst situation to literally the best situation. He had high ground. He got top 2, maybe top 3, picked up 2 elims along the way. I mean, it's one thing to do that, to go for placement and sacrifice eliminations, but he did both. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Time in and time out, Ghost Bizzle continues to perform and impress, and in my opinion, he is a top player in this game.
Absolutely. I mean, we've talked a lot about him earlier. We were kind of talking about the clubs before we kind of started the broadcast yesterday, and again, dude, these clubs, all these players competing are just out of their minds. I mean, Bizzle is a Fortnite.
Yeah, that's what I was debating between Fortnites and Lucky Llamas for my submission.
Yeah.
I went with Lucky Llamas, but maybe I should have gone for Fortnites.
Fortnite
Fallout has a nice ring to it. That was your idea.
Fortnite Fallout. There you go.
Can I change my submission as a 2?
I'll let you take that up with Arctic. How about that?
Please, Kale, have some mercy. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Big shot,
dude. Man, we'll have standings in a little bit, but I mean, how do we even begin to break down that game? There was so much that happened across the entire board as far as teams, players being eliminated, final moments of the game. So much.
One thing I will say is, I keep going back to your point. I think you made a brilliant one over in the European broadcast earlier. Again, late game, the shockwave grenade, we heard it at the very end for a little bit, but I don't think it was very effective. We missed it. I'm not sure what happened there, but generally speaking, mobility items, late game utility, non-existent in the North American side. We saw it very often on the European side, but we didn't see the use of a shockwave or a Porta-Fortress too heavily, at least in the late game. Even a grappler we didn't see used in the late game yet. These last 2 games, I really want to see increased usage of those mobility and utility weapons.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. Grapplers can get you around very fast, and we've seen some players, when they use them, it's like, whoa, that was actually dope and really intuitive. The fact that you, like, grapple over their heads, you come flying out, or you can use it. We saw, like, one person literally grapple down to their teammate in an instant they were there. I'm shocked. I'm surprised that NA is not really utilizing these tools. I'm not sure what it is. Granted, we haven't had these tools for a long, right? We had the Porta-Fortress come in not that long ago. Yeah, something like that. The grappler's only been around for like, a week or so. I mean, there's all these tools that we're still discovering and learning how to use and how to use them creatively, right? So,
exactly.
Hopefully some of that continues to develop over the weeks, because I need to see more grappler play.
Yeah, and that's a big conversation. We asked you earlier to use hashtag FallSkirmish and tweet at us with your thoughts on the meta and where it's headed. One big thought and one man, that's Poach. I had a chance to talk to him about his thoughts on the meta game, and he sees it evolving the same way we've been talking about metagame evolving to mobility. Very mobility focus. Not only just mobility in terms of movement in a fight, but a lot of an ability to just completely bail fights and basically just escape. The opportunity to disengage has never been higher right now, and I think it's exciting to see. The metagame about a month ago at PAX West was very in-your-face spray heavy because of the drum gun and a lot of these other weapons. It's really changed to be more about intelligence, backing out of fights, disengaging in fights. What are your thoughts? Use hashtag FallSkirmish, tweet at us, Fallout with 2 T's. Of course, NICKMERCS Prime. Let us know your thoughts on the metagame, and we'd love to hear that. Of course, when we have a chance to take a break and check out our Twitter feeds, we'd love to see some of that info.
I didn't even think about that. I had to check my phone. Dude, that's a great point, though. The fact that we vaulted the drum gun, that was a huge that made waves.
That came out of nowhere, too. I mean, I was not expecting. That goes to show Epic is always listening. And, I know you work for Epic Games, you're representing, so you can't brag on your end, but I got to say, much respect to the fact that always listening to their community, always making changes and updating. And I didn't realize how much is behind the scenes so much. And and it's really been a couple brilliant changes to the metagame for Fortnite.
Yeah, man, absolutely. We've already seen the way it's affected gameplay. I feel like people aren't, with the drum gun, people can be hyper-aggressive. There was just, as long as I'm moving in this direction and I'm holding the fire button, eventually, doesn't matter what you build, I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
And now we're not seeing that. Now we're seeing players play a lot more methodically and make, I'd honestly say, more educated guesses, right? People are just like, okay, this guy's kind of in this situation, these are the tools I have, what can I do here? Versus like, I've got the drum gun, let me walk through this wall, right?
Let me walk through this wall.
So it's cool. I love seeing how the meta has evolved. I just hope that it continues to evolve, and I want to see more grapple plays. I'm not going to stop saying that. I need to see grappler plays. I literally, if one of the phase guys doesn't grapple over someone 360 no-scope and headshot them, I'm going to be upset. I'm just saying. After the 6 weeks...
Is that a disappointed FallSkirmish ending if you don't see that happen?
So over the 6 weeks...
Are you going to take your flight home tonight and be upset?
No, I mean, if it happens at the end of 6 weeks, like...
Okay,
I'm going to be
over
upset.
6 weeks you're saying.
Yeah,
right,
you
cool.
got 6
I thought you
weeks.
meant, like, the next 3 games. I'm like, that's tough.
All right, that's a tall order.
You got phase replays, you got a couple phase guys.
Yeah, I won't do that. That would be mean. But I mean, again, the grappler would be awesome to use. I think we seriously need to see more of the shockwave grenade. We actually have Ghost Bizzle clips.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I'm so
let's
excited.
take a look at these,
Buckle down,
man.
friends. Check this out. Ghost Bizzle. Let's break it down for you. The fact that he survived this, I forgot about this part. He breaks his way, takes out one, and manages to survive someone who's wall blocking him, which is so hard to do, and then uses the out-of-storm bounce pad to get right back in the fight, takes out one, and steals that elimination, turns and gets the double elimination, I believe, which is the 5th elimination. Yes, he does. Ghost Bizzle. You are out of your mind. You are redefining Fortnite. You are showing us what high-skill Fortnite, mechanical Fortnite is. Thank you for putting on a show. And, I mean, what a beautiful play that was.
What's interesting, too, is he actually did not even have the bouncers. When he eliminated the player in front of him, he got the bouncers.
And he immediately knew.
And Snap Decision said, we bouncing in a storm. Here we go. I mean, again, Ghost Bizzle, you impressive. Unbelievable. Stay beautiful. I mean, yeah, I mean, what do you guys at home think? Hit us with that hashtag, FallSkirmish. I mean, the action has been insane. It feels nonstop. This has been one big blur. We still have 2 games left to play.
Absolutely crazy. I'm so excited. Can this never end? Like, is this my dream?
That's it. We're just gonna keep
Pinch
going.
me on stream. Can we do the alpha pose again? If you guys were here for the alpha pose, shout out to you. You've been here for a while. You've been watching all day. I respect that. Craziness. This game. Oh, he's still holding it.
I'm a goon, dude. I'm a goon.
I love it. It's been an unbelievable day. This is one of the best, absolute best casting experiences I've ever had. The display of skill, and not only that, the display of teamwork. I love seeing duos format. You see a whole different element of communications, rotations you have to call. You're not playing as an individual anymore. And when speak with a lot of these pro players, when they talk to their strengths, they say, hey, my strengths are being a great teammate. Turkey Lips, he says his biggest strength is adapting and molding to his teammate's style of play. So duos lets people play into their teammates' strengths and into their own strengths, which really adds another element here. I love casting some duos, and guess what? We get to see some squads next week, too.
Oh,
Squad
man.
goals. Yeah, trials.
That's right. During the week, we're going to potentially see new world record. I kind of hope that happens.
New eliminations world record.
That would
Arctic
be...
called for it. We'll see if it happens.
We'll see,
Is
but you know what else?
still holding it? They made a YouTube series. Shout out to Nade Shot and Parallax, all those guys.
I'm actually not sure.
I'm not sure if you saw that. It was an awesome video. I recommend you check it out. If you have not seen that, 100 Thieves went for the world record for eliminations in squads. They flew all members of 100 Thieves out to LA, and they grinded. And I didn't watch the ending of the video. Shame on me. But check that out. But something tells me this week we'll see a new world record for squad goals.
You know what else we can see right now? Standings. Segue. Let's take a look and see where our players are after 4 games. I'm not even surprised. I'm not. Bizzle and DMO at the top there. Babe Jesus and Zexro right behind him. Symphony and Snood, B-Sox, Jay Cuddy, and Brush and Sace are your top 5. I mean, look at that. 6 is Courage and Typical Gamer. And then in 10th is Zayt and Linnaeus.
I mean, look at this. What an even distribution. See, Babe Jesus, someone we have not been talking a lot about. We got to start telling that story going into the next one. And look at this, though. Envy, I see United, I see Ghost, I see so many different teams here. But let's talk about their clubs way more importantly. Bizzle and Demo, part of Fortnite. That's a big one. They're putting some points on the board for Fortnites.
Absolutely, my man. I mean, there's just so much going on here. And again, look at these points. It's only 1 point difference. Every single, so now we're going to go into our final 2 games. If anyone gets, let's say, even if they get 8 eliminations, if they decide to opt in and slay out, 3 points, it's going to be massive. If they can place top 5, that's going to be extra points. They're so close. Every single point is going to matter going forward, and that's something you guys at home should pay attention to. But with that being said, any final thoughts before we go to a break?
Amazing gameplay. Shout out to all the players. More importantly, shout out to the Fortnite community. Thank you for supporting the growth of this amazing game and amazing community. Let's keep it rolling. We got 2 more matches. Spread the word. Tell your mom, your dog, your friend, your brother, your sister, you name it. Get people in here and get people enjoying some Fortnite action.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we have the final 2 games for NA. Don't go anywhere. I will miss you. We'll see you in a sec.
Hit us up. We'll talk.
I will. back to the Fall Skirmish. My name is Zeke. This beautiful man to my left is Fallout. And we are back now for the conclusion of Week 1. We've got 2 games left for NA. What have you thought so far?
Oh my gosh, I keep saying it over and over again. I sound like a broken record at this point, but the display of skill, the display of metagame, the display of the evolution and what we can expect from the future of Fortnite esports has been on point here so far. Really, Fortnite at its prime. Big shout to the North American players for putting on a show. Of course, Europe, big shout to the European viewers. Europe started us off the strong way. North America has not disappointed.
Has not disappointed. Let's take a look at a quick refresh of the current standings to see where players are at currently. So with 2 games left to go, Bizzle and Emo right there at the top. Now, I'd be curious to see who is currently holding the throne, because don't forget, at the end of everything, whoever holds the throne is going to walk away with an additional prize. And again, only top 10 will receive a prize here. So, I mean, the likes of Gorilla and Shivsy, even painful attendance, very close by. And with 2 games left to go, man, it's only 3 points. It's literally, that's 8 eliminations or a victory royale.
Such a great performance, and I want to find out, most importantly, which clubs these folks are representing. So we'll get that info to you as soon as we can, but it's been an amazing story. Talk about the storylines. So many of these players have so many brilliant stories, and I think our job as casters is to tell those stories, and I think their gameplay is telling every single story. As my mic's about to fall off here, that's how excited I am. But someone tweeted me earlier saying the headset, my ears are too big for the headset, so I agree, I do have big ears. But again,
rude.
Big shout out to every single player who is displaying so much skill and allowing us to do our job, which is to hype you up and tell your stories, because you guys are just putting on a show for us. So thank you all, players.
Absolutely. And don't forget, with
there we go. Now we can
club,
see it.
this is one of the 5. We got the Fortnite.
Yes. Ashton and Jack, I know. So let's break it down. Bizzle and Demo in the top 1. Ashton and Jack within the top 9, top 8. Geomock and Tempo have played well. Not sure if they're in top 10. Jared FPS right on the fringe. Brush played well as well. I haven't seen Team Liquid show up in a major way yet. I don't know if they're
As far as Bush Bandits goes.
Yeah, Bush Bandits.
We've seen a lot of Heart. I mean, that guy's been playing well. Obviously, Ghost, Ghoul, and Sap, respectively. We've seen Hesse and Reverse 2K. Over to Dusty Dogs. I mean, Aiden, Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, some of the best. Even Symphony and Snoo. There's so many good players here. Pookie Face and Tyler as well. Wilds and Pains. Now over to Rift Raiders. I mean, seriously, I just feel like there's so many. And remember, don't forget, Baked Jesus and Zexro from Rift Raiders are in second place right now.
That's big. Hey, I mean, there's points. Rift Raiders with 0 points coming into this, and European counterparts could show up, doing a good job in Babe Jesus right now, performing in second place. And lastly, of course, Lucky Llamas, Zate and Lene, Courage and Typical Gamer still sitting in top 5, I believe. So Courage is showing up big for the Lucky Llamas. One player I want to look out for, 2 actually, 2 storylines. You know them, you love them. Their name starts with N. NICKMERCS and Ninja. Really excited to see what they can do as NICKMERCS representing Lucky Llamas, Ninja representing the Bush Bandits. We'll see if they can go big here in games number 5, number 6.
That's right, and if you're just tuning in, you're curious about what the format is, don't forget every week we swap it up. With week 1, it's Hold the Throne, so victory royales are worth 3 points, 2nd and 3rd place are worth 2, 4th and 5th respectively are worth 1 point.
Of course, eliminations as well. Huge stuff. 4 to 5 eliminations gets you 1 point. 6 or 7 eliminations gets you 2. And if you're able to drop 8+, you get 3 points. Keep in mind, if you drop a 20 bomb, if you slay out, doesn't matter other than they hold the throne bonus, which is any team that gets the most limbs in any match will get an additional +2 points. So a nice balance between eliminations and placement. I think it's been perfect so far.
Absolutely, man. And don't forget, for all of you guys watching at home and tuning in, please let us know how you're enjoying the format and all the action. Don't forget to hit us with that hashtag FallSkirmish. We want to hear from you. We want to know about all the things you're enjoying. We also want to know about your favorite teams.
Yeah, and one thing I'll say about prizing here, you see that $sign, you get excited. It's a lot of money, but look at the right side of that, the club points. Perhaps more important, because guess what? The winning clubs get rewarded. At the end of it all, after the 6 weeks, the winning clubs will be dished out $4 million. Talk about life-changing money. So those club points are so important. I know we all love Summer Skirmish, and we kept an eye on how much money these people made as individuals. But guess what? You're representing a club this time, and there's a lot of money on the line here. So keep a close eye on those clubs, on the club points. We'll update you every step of the way. But most importantly, pick your club, pick your allegiance, and of course, you can also submit to try and be part of those clubs. There's a couple of spots available for you guys.
Oh my gosh, we've seen so many awesome submissions so far. I still have not been able to get through my phone, so if I have not replied to you, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to make my best effort. Thank you guys again for just showing us all the love and being part of this with us together. You know, it's not just about us or them, it's about all of us together collectively, leveling up, and yeah, man, it's all about fun. So we were super thankful for all of you guys. But here we go, match number 5. We've got 2 games left to go before we close out the day. So let's recap. If you're just tuning in, you probably haven't watched the game, so that's okay. We're gonna help you out a little bit. So Ghost Bizzle and DMO all the way to the top. Vape Jesus and his crew right behind them. Things we'd like to see going forward. We'd like to see more tools used, right? We want to see more of the grappler. We want to see more of that shockwave grenade. It's very useful, and we just need to see more of that, man. Even Porta Fortress would be great to see. And I mean, so one thing we actually saw from EU in like one of the last few games was the Loot Lake. Yep. We got to see Bouncy Loot Lake. I have not seen Bouncy Loot Lake in NA. Come on, guys.
Kevin got melted. Kevin, of course, is the floating cube that we saw all of Season 5. Where are you, Kevin? We missed you. We want to see some Loot Lake action. Hopefully we get something over there. Loot Lake, of course, if you missed it, check out any Instagram video, YouTube video, you name it. It's been awesome to see what happened to that cube over at Loot Lake, and it's been a lot of fun watching the gameplay and see over there.
So now we move into the final game. Look at this. Tilted Towers looking like a hotspot. Can you see the Greasy Grove kind of area? Do you think that's I'm assuming that's Courage at minimum.
Has to be. We'll check out that action. Courage, Hogman, and Nick A30 have landed there, and Saints and Myth, by the way, have landed there almost every single game. We'll keep an eye on that. They're going to Pueblos, I think, your favorite spot.
That's right.
One player I haven't seen a lot of, and I called out some key storylines. We talked about Ninja, talked about NICKMERCS, another fan favorite, High Distortion. Would love to see some of his gameplay, because he's played well. He survived to mid-game often. We haven't seen him in late game yet, and I wonder why. So hopefully we can catch some action from High Distortion here this time. Meanwhile,
NICKMERCS and Ghost Aiden are here.
I'm so excited.
Get to relive PAX.
Look at this, though. Legion went U Apartments. Nick went Castle by himself. So they're going to split up. I want to see if, of course, Laquan. I keep saying Legion, but he's going under the alias Laquan. Yeah, interesting. One of the funniest guys, one of the nicest guys I know. Going from Kansas City, see what he can do. Meanwhile, there we go. Look at this. POV, picture-in-picture. You loved it. The Ghost Aiden versus NICKMERCS storyline continues. Ghost Aiden playing Brick Apartments, Nick playing Castle. Let's see how the action is going to go down here. Nick pushing towards the very top of that castle. He's so familiar with that area. He's dropped there literally thousands of games. Well, so has Aiden.
I mean, I enjoy seeing two Titans clash, so I hope that they eliminate everyone else, and then it's just a 1v1 between NICKMERCS.
Look at this. Reverse, going to build up to high ground. Him and the Legion have a 2 versus 1 here. Meanwhile, Aiden is just looting up. He hears the fights. He wants to be a part of it. Nick, he's going to get a great shot into reverse. Can't get the down just yet. Smart decision to back out and reset. He's going to try and let his teammate clean that up. Ghost Aiden enters the fight. Nick needs to be careful here, as it's going to be reverse that knocks Legion and almost gets the elim. Ghost Aiden's there as well.
Oh, no.
It all comes down to this. NICKMERCS gets taken out by Sofa. That's Ghost Aiden's teammate. And once again, Team Aiden comes out on top.
This is really... Okay, all right, let's talk about this, right? So, I don't think the player up top saw Ghost Aiden. We'll come back to them here in just a moment, but let's take a look at this fight going down. I don't think they saw NICKMERCS disengage there.
Well, interesting situation. Oh, FaZe Yellow eliminates FaZe replays. So replays is out. Nihilese left in a 1 versus 2. Let's see what you can do here. Nice job by Jared, just laying down some support fire. Talk about the addition of roles and duo plays. You have a support player. You have a kind of a main slayer who's playing a little bit more aggressive. You see it play out right there. Well played by Jared to play some support. Let his teammate Yellow do some amazing work.
Absolutely. Find the elimination of Nihilese. Should be knocked down here, but back over. I mean, check this out. So
painful.
So NICKMERCS down, I guess.
Yep. First 2K was the one that took out the elim.
Is there more? There's an extra duo here.
Yeah, it's Painful Attendance of VGJ.
Okay.
And currently and representing Rift Raiders. So Rift Raiders, you started with 0 points. Painful's going to try and change that tide as much as he can.
Reverse 2K immediately got taken. Of course, it's Ghost Aiden who secures that down right there. And now they're just looking to close in. He's got to try to be careful, though. He wants to be sure not to spawn in.
A sliver of Hezi, and he connects for the shot. Aiden out with an LMG. Smart play from Aiden again. Low health. Aiden comes out on top in that one. Of course, Sofa of Trouble Boys doing some great things. If you're just tuning in, that Trouble Boys roster did announce that they're signed, but not announced who they're signed by yet. So that's another interesting announcement. Keep an eye on that if you're a big fan of the Fortnite community. The Trouble Boy roster is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, man, the competitive scene, I mean, just an awesome group of individuals, and they're just great people, honestly, just all around. But back over to Greasy Grove. All right, so we know Hogman's here. I'm assuming, yep, there's Puffer. All right, but
Courage.
Okay, so, Courage is definitely here, because they're the little, what color would you call that?
I'd call that a nice tan.
A nice tan.
Tan color.
Tan. Okay, there. Oh, see Courage. He's down on the right by the gazebo.
Go. As many mats as he can here, trying to get at least 200 wood. And here comes the grenade, just trying to break as much cover as possible as typical gamer.
Okay, so he blows open that little structure there. Now he knows that they're not down below, so he's probably assuming they're up in the house.
Yeah.
And that's a tough spot, man. When you, especially when they're like, the house is 2 stories and
Yep.
an attic, right? So you're never really sure where in the house they are.
Yeah, and to break down kind of what's going through their heads right now, they've been battling game in and game out. They know each other. So right now, Hogman knows it's typical gamer and Courage, and typical gamer and Courage know it's Hogman and Pumper. And they're showing a lot of respect for each other. You notice early these fights in the live environment, public matches, people just fly at each other with ramps. But look how much respect they're showing for one another. It goes to show how equally skilled these players are, and they all know it.
I just realized Courage has the skin combo that I believe Ghost Bizzle uses. It is the carbide with green and the shark.
Do you think he's paying respect to Bizzle's
I think so. Or he's trying to make people think, like, I'm that guy. Oh, back over to Aiden, though.
He'll land on the lay post. Wow. All right, style points for Aiden. Look at this.
Oh.
Aiden, are you really a controller player or what? Like, please.
Oh, no! He gets knocked out. He's trying to fall down. What?
Tabby, you like that spot? He has 9 HP. All right, Aiden's out. Maybe a little over-aggressive there from Aiden. We gave him some style points, and style points don't get you actual points.
Tendon is just down below waiting for the loot to rain down.
That's tough. Aiden's a little over-aggressive there. Maybe it was a miscall. Sofa wasn't there and wasn't able to back that up. So instead, Aiden takes a 1 versus 1 instead of what could have been a 2v2 or a 2 versus 1 in terms of numbers advantage, and he gets taken out. And that's something to keep in mind. If you're an aspiring Fortnite competitive player, know your numbers at all times, and it's so important that you know where your teammates are at, but also where your opponents are at, and who has the numbers advantage, which, by the way, could be the difference between life or death in that situation.
Absolutely. Now, Sofa is left to fend for himself. Now we see C9 Top Boy. We still have 81 players left in this lobby right now. My goodness.
High distortion still on this one. We called him out early. Same with Ninja. We got some players here. Blind and Top Boy. We saw a great performance from Blind. I believe he placed top 10 at PAX West Summer Skirmish Finals. Of course, Blind, who made a name for himself at the Ninja Vegas event just months ago, and since then he's really been a rising star. Very composed, very great methodical and mechanical player.
Look at this. Take a look, man. So Aiden's down. We've got the likes of Hogman. Funk Bomb is still up. High Distortion is up. He's got 1 elimination.
There you go.
Even like the Liquid Chap is still in the game. TSM Myth.
There you have it. And look at that, Sofa has 1 as well. So even though Aiden is down, all Sofa needs to do is channel his bet Cypher PK from last game. Speaking of which, here we go. And stay alive long enough to get 1 more limb. They pick up a point. They're in a good spot here. Ninja and Cypher on the prowl. Ninja versus Ghosts. And this one is the fight's about to ensue.
I don't know who wins in a fight between Ninja versus Ghost.
I think a Ghost wins that in real life.
Yeah, fair.
But this is in real life. This is Fortnite life. As we got Ninja, the best players in Fortnite. See what he can do here. Ninja's getting some good shots in. Okay, Ninja's really good at bouncing those nades. I'm not sure if that's going to connect. Smart play. Look at that. He can actually break their cover. He's going to try exactly that. He's telling Cypher to disengage here. And Ninja just needs to break a few more pieces of cover. Is it going to be enough here? Ninja's like, why are they staying up? There you go. He's finally going to drop it. Saf is up there. And everything is falling. It is going to be Saf that somehow manages to land on the tree and stay alive.
Someone just took a bunch of ghoul. He gets knocked by Liquid 72 hours, and 72 hours confirms that elimination.
Is Cypher still there? Cypher's fighting. So Ninja's going to leave Cypher, and Ninja is going to heal up here. Cypher's all by himself, I believe. Turtling up. Saf is literally in a tree right now, and he's going to down Ninja cross map.
It's okay.
Huge play from Saf. He gets tagged up by Ninja, though. Liquid 72 hours is a bush.
What? It's a bush!
Liquid 72 hours is a bush.
I don't even know what to... So he was probably
this up.
sitting there. He was probably just sitting there waiting for them, and then he finds that elimination.
You have to be kidding me. 72 hours. Are you redefining the meta again? Is bush meta happening?
What a cheeky play.
Unbelievable. He's still a bush.
Wait, so I think Ghost...
Stand still. Stand still. 72 hours. He'll have no idea. Look at that.
Oh, he
picks up the limb.
takes him down.
Unbelievable.
72 hours. What are you doing, you monster? Oh my god.
So talk about how big that is, Zeke. He comes on the flank. He takes out Ghoul from far away. Saf downs Ninja from far away, gets the elim, but 72 Hours picks up 2, and now they're in a good spot. I called them out at the beginning of this match and said I haven't seen them do anything huge, and of course, as I say that, such a good performance here in mid-game. And now we get to watch Strugs and Zoof, another key storyline. We haven't seen a lot of Strugs yet. Of course, member of Snobby Boys, really excited to see what Strugs can do.
As you can see, they're in this anti-grav zone, taking shots. I mean, again, if you're tuning in, we've got this awesome spectator client. They were debuting here for the FallSkirmish. So at the top right, you can actually see the other players around. So, I mean, just take a look, man. It looks like there's a duo team just north here, near the edge of Dusty. There's also a duo team within Dusty. You've got another, a few players all the way around. I mean, this... Now, here's the question. Should players be fighting in grav zones? I'm curious to know, because I actually don't know the answer to this, but I want to hear your opinion.
So should they, or do they enjoy it?
Should,
well, I would argue that 90% of competitive Fortnite players do not enjoy fighting in grav zones. So based on that logic, and that made-up statistic completely on my own, I think they should not be fighting in grav zones, because it doesn't play to their strength. They don't enjoy it. They don't feel comfortable in those fights. That being said, some people look at that as a negative and are very kind of half-glass empty. If you look at it from a positive perspective, you know everyone else also hates fighting in those grav zones, so you can maybe get really good and learn and really perfect that. And that's what the best Fortnite players do. They don't, they don't find excuses. They adapt, because this game is always changing. It's brilliant. It's what we all love about it. And the ones that find a way to adapt and win are the ones that are doing really well. Ninja, Ghost Bizzle, a lot of these individuals.
And look, 72 Hours is no longer a bush, so he must have taken some amount of damage. Looks like maybe he just took some fall damage there.
Here we go, 72 Hours, speaking of which. The one who's defined the pyramid meta that he just got actually stopped from. Rumor has it that he was one of the first people to start using pyramids. Not sure if that's 100% confirmed, but he definitely is great with that defensive mechanism. He's very weak right now, too. Gonna get tagged up. He's gonna get knocked, actually, by Thweefo. Huge place for Thweefo to get in some shots for his teammate. That's Monster. 72 Hours gonna turtle up here. Now, all up to Chap. He's hurt. He's going against Thweefo. He's gonna lose high ground here. Chap's gonna build defensively, needs to stay alive, has no heals, no shields. Beautiful. Look at the building right now from Chap, and he's not done yet.
How he just did that so fast?
Yeah, unbelievable.
What's interesting is that normally people do wall ramp or wall floor. He did a wall. He just boxed. He literally just came down and boxed him. So I don't even know. That was so
Monster.
fast.
It's going to be aggressive. Look at this. Nice shot by Thweefo getting down there, taking the 2 versus 1. We talk about numbers advantages, how important they are. Chap now puts himself in a bad spot. He thought he could sneak a revive. I'm not sure if 72 Hours is calling for it, but now he puts himself in a pretty dangerous situation. Chap doing a good job just trying to stay alive. Thweefo, clean edit, beautiful edit. Somehow Chap is still alive. Thweefo is trying to get the E-lid, but now the third party's coming through from Saf. Blind, on the other hand, eliminates Ginger Pup from at the bottom left of your screen. But look at Chap. How is he doing it? He's getting a revive off. Chap, who are you, and where did you come from?
Is he?
He's getting a revive off.
Oh, no, he stopped it. If he had committed, he actually would have got it. It would have been enough time.
I have no idea where he is. He's getting it again.
Going for it again. Just commit. Just commit.
You can't. You can't at that point. He missed his opportunity. And now Chap is in a pretty dangerous spot here. 72 Hours goes down. He hit Thweefo. Look at that shot from Twap. Chap. The names. No way, Chap. He down. Finally, he gets taken down. But look at
Titan.
How hard it was to eliminate him. Look how smart he just played that. Chap is unbelievable. I don't care that he didn't come out on top there. I'm very impressed.
And now, Thweefo, as you can see, Saf is just above, has 10 HP.
This is the game of low HP, by the way. Look at this. Does he hear the campfire? No way! You have to be kidding me. Saf is going to miss the shot on Monster. Monster heard him in the last second. He's going to turn around. What a play from Monster to avoid that shot. Saf is going to want that one back.
That was so...
He had a crevice to look through.
Yes, he literally had a moment, and I think he just kind of I don't think he was expecting him to be there or something, because there was like a moment of hesitation. Wow.
Unbelievable.
This game, dude. God,
amazing.
It's only the 5th game. We have one more game to cast. Oh my God.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Saf, look at him playing so aggressive with 10 HP, and there it is. Nicely placed. Rocket launcher is going to take out Saf. Thweefo and Monster putting on a show right now.
Hey, Thweefo, if you wanted to cover ground really quickly, if you just bounce on Loot Lake. Hey, Thweefo, if you bounce on Loot Lake, you get there fast. Feel free to do that.
Because if you bounce on Loot Lake, do you get there fast?
That's what I heard.
Really?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Hey, Thweefo, I hope you use Loot Lake.
I don't know if he did. I just hope he did.
Zeke, do you want him to use Loot Lake? I can't tell.
I need him to use Loot Lake. We
Is it
saw
gonna
it. Remember we saw it earlier in EQ and I called it out and they
it was
did
the best
all
rotation he could possibly made. He actually escaped using Loot Lake. So you were right. Zeke knows his stuff, guys. I'm not going to lie.
I'm telling you.
And here we go. We get a Loot Lake finish here, boys. I'm excited for this one. Sorry, boys and girls. Here, Liquid Strafe boxing himself in. Drunky alive as well. We got a Loot Lake, at least somewhat of an endgame finish.
Oh my gosh. I need them to all move up to Loot Lake and just start bouncing in memory of the cube, a.k.a. Kevin.
A.k.a. Kevin. In memory. Are you giving your
memory
condolences to a giant rotating cube that destroyed Tilted Towers?
And Bass Pro.
Yeah, Bass Pro specifically of Tilted Towers. Are you giving your condolences to that monster?
You know, man, my heart belongs to Fortnite, so the cube is part of Fortnite, so I have to love it.
If your heart belongs to Fortnite, you shouldn't like something that destroys Fortnite.
It didn't destroy Fortnite, it destroyed half of a building, okay?
You know what? It also caused all sorts of anti-gravity things to happen. Listen, I'm just saying, Kevin, I think it was evil. I think Kevin's an evil thing.
Oh.
Kevin the Cube. If you don't know who Kevin is, I didn't know this either. Zeke told me, we call him Kevin as a Fortnite community. Kevin the Cube, I don't know why or who or how.
I have no idea either.
I would call it Cube or Cubesicle or Cubosaurus Rex.
That's a great one. We're moving away from Loot Lake.
I'm sorry.
No.
Hey, don't be sad that it's ending. Be happy that it happened. Meanwhile, Top Boy gonna take out one. He gets a second. Nice job by Top Boy. K-Sid and General go down. It's no easy task. Very strong players in K-Sid and General. Top Boy and Blind, I believe, both still alive. Look at this though, Myth. If you are a fan of Myth, get excited. He needs your energy because I don't think he has any points just yet. On board with him right now. Let's see what Myth and Saint can do. They do have 3 shockwave grenades. Zeke, talk about mobility.
Baby.
Finally, someone gets it. The current meta. Let's see what Myth can do with those shockwaves.
I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here, man. You can literally so here's the cool thing is you can use it on yourself as like a mobility tool. You can use it to disengage. You can actually throw it at an enemy and just send them flying.
Yep.
These shockwave grenades are crucial, and I'm super excited that someone like Myth has opted in and said, look, I'm in. I believe.
Speaking of Myth, let's check out the scoreboard. Don't see Myth on the top there, so they're playing for placement right now.
Yellow had 6 eliminations.
What?
Oh my, what?
All right, I see you, Yellow.
Funk Bomb was just eliminated, it looks like. Yep.
Sees. A lot of respect for him as a player, representing Gankstars. Let's see what he can do in this one.
And Zexro, him and Babe Jesus, I believe, are in second place.
Strafe getting it taken out here. So, Drunky and Strafe do get shut down. We saw them over towards Loot Lake. They're going to get shut down. Oh my gosh, look at the laser that comes in from Monster. Monster and Thweef continue to perform here in this one.
Oh man, I think Zexro unfortunately is going to fall here. Ghost Bizzle.
Oh no. Loses high ground. Look at Shivzy and Blind, I believe. So we got Blind and Shivzy versus Ghost Bizzle and Demo. A big fight. I see Envy Grillo in the mix as well. Monster defense gets taken out by Demo and a variety of players here in this one. I don't know if Blind is alive. I don't see him.
There's just... my heart can't... My tiny little baby heart can't take this, man.
You and I both. You and I both, my friend. Not sure if Blind is in this one. I see 2 green triangles. Not the yellow triangle. There's Blind. Maybe. We'll see. But anyways, regardless, nice shot by Shivzy. I love the positioning right there. He completely takes high ground away from... actually, I think Shivzy's
right
playing
there.
with Gorilla.
Yeah, he's Gorilla. He's right there.
Yeah, Shivzy's playing with Gorilla, not Blind. I apologize.
So now we see the new safe zone. Fallout, it's north. Now it's not anywhere near Loot Lake, but I wish it was.
Yep. You and I both. Shivzy and Gorilla representing the Fortnites, who, by the way, Bizzle and Demo first place, put some points to the board for Fortnite so far. We'll see what happens when it's all said and done. Let's see what Shivzy can do, representing Team Fortnite. If you're a fan of Fortnite, some guy got a Fortnite tattoo, not even kidding, for his submission to try and join Fortnite. You can join Fortnite as well by tweeting your submission using hashtag FallSkirmish, a video submission of why you should be on Team Fortnite.
I can't wait to see all the crazy stuff that people do for the next few days. I'm very concerned. I mean, a tattoo is crazy, so I don't know. Someone actually sent me a picture of their baby and said, "This is my submission."
I saw that
to the Lucky Llamas.
Yeah, you're gonna be like the Cleveland police that tweeted after the Browns one saying, "Go Browns, but please be safe tonight with the dilly dilly situation." Shout out to Baker Mayfield, by the way, a huge Fortnite player. He's ridiculously good at Fortnite. I've seen him play. The man Claus. He, of course, went huge yesterday for the Cleveland Browns. Let's see what Myth can do now. Myth on the esports side representing. holding it down for our esports competitive and professional players. Representing TSM, Team Solo Mid. Strugs gonna knock out VGJ Painful. So Strugs continues to roll here. His teammate is C9 Zoof. Not sure if Zoof is still alive here. Zate also doing some big things at the bottom left of your screen.
Still 32 players
so
left.
Shivzy and Gorilla have just been rotating brilliantly over and over again. Are they going to get high ground again? They're going to push Myth? Yes, they are. They see Myth in their sights, and they're going to actually drop to mid-ground. I think they could have gotten it.
They absolutely could have caught them off guard there. I'm surprised why they didn't. Maybe they just felt that it wasn't, you kind of have those like gut instincts, right? In any game, you're like, I'm confident, but then when you go to make that decision, your gut tells you like otherwise. So maybe they were like, it doesn't feel right. Let's just disengage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Tempo sit with a lot of shield, a lot of health.
Storm.
Oh no.
26 players. We're about to shift the storms again.
AK-30, Symphony, Tendons still alive. I think Painful from BGJ got taken out. Tendons still alive. AK-30 eliminates Double O Flower from Rogue. Of course, Dr. Lupo's companion and buddy from Rogue. Let's see what they can do here. Geomock and Tempo in an interesting situation within that catacomb. Someone's going to completely disengage there. Smart decision. Mid still has 3 shockwaves, I believe. Zate has high ground. What an interesting late game we got ourselves here.
Oh man, Zate even has a grappler.
Yep.
That's what you like to see.
Left too.
15. That's what you like to see.
He's opening himself a door because he's welcoming.
Welcome. I just would like this elimination. Welcome. Hello, world.
Please enter to your death.
That's right. And now with 6 seconds here, everything is going to change. We're going to see this lobby go down from 25, maybe down to the likes of, I would even say 12. It's probably going to be split half here. And now players have to look and scramble. I mean, the Storm is going to be ticking for a lot here.
Zate's in a perfect position, and he knows it. I love how he's playing this. High Distortion still alive as well. We talked about him and how he needs to perform, and boy, has he performed. Not sure how many elims he has, but he's still in it. He's going to get the final elim on Flame. Meanwhile, good shots coming from Bizzle. On board with Myth. One more shockwave left for Myth. He's used 2 of them already. Let's see what he can do with this last one.
We see the Saint squad. His teammate goes down there.
HD lost in the Storm. Strug's knocked by the Storm as well. Strug's teammate should be still alive here. That's C9 Zoof. I think he might be fighting Gorilla right now. Geomock gets taken out here, so trying to keep you as updated as possible on who's left in this one. Animal's still alive. Mid's still alive. Shivzy taken out. Snood taken out. A Gorilla as well. So Zate is putting in work right now. 4 limbs for Zate. That's 1 point, by the way. Just by himself.
There's just still so much gunfire to be heard. I mean, you hear the grenades bouncing, the grenades being fired. There is so much happening right now. Fallout, and again, we get another safe zone, and it's shifting to the east. Now it's going to be against a mountain.
Fortress. We see it. You love it. I know it. It's not Zate's, though. I know Zate, in his words, has said, in any circumstances, I'm going to find a way to make the optimal play. I land my shots and outbuild when it's needed. Let's see if he can do that right here. What is the optimal play for Zate? On board with him right now, playing with NV Linane, the French-Canadian making plays himself. Demo takes out Zoof. So, Zoof is eliminated from this one. 13 left. It's going to come down to the wire here. Some builds come through. He says he outbuilds everyone. Oh my, there's only room for him.
Wow. That's rough. You don't like to see that.
Jeez, look at this building.
Oh my gosh. New safe zone yet again further alongside the mountain, but keep in mind this mountain has a curve to it, so that if they're not careful, they'll make these early rotations, man.
Who is it? None of the Demo and Bizzle with high ground. Demo's playing for the placement. Bizzle's playing for elimination. Smart play. And you have the ability, look at that, Blind's still alive too. You have the ability to designate that. If you want to have one role player be your main slayer, your aggressor, your elimination getter, if you will, you can do that. One person can play a little more passive and play for placement. That's what you love duos. As a variety type of game type.
Oh,
speaking of which, Demo wants to get the fight.
He bounced down.
Oh no.
Aggressively and immediately gets down.
Vivid is still alive. He's going to go in the Storm. He's going to try and channel his inner Vivid. He's going to get high ground here too. He gets taken to 15 HP, but he gets high ground. What a power play from Vivid. You have to risk it for the biscuit, and Vivid loves himself some biscuits here, sitting high ground right now and feeling good, but he doesn't have a good ability to out heal here.
Man, I feel like he should have just taken the jump pad.
Oh my gosh, look at it. Perfect 3-story drop. Oh,
wow.
He knows he cannot out-heal. He knows he has to play for the win. Poach, I think, knows the same thing. Linane and Zate versus, it's a 2 versus 2 here, Zeke.
2v2. Poach and Liquid. Vivid here against Zate and Linane. I mean,
what's their heal situation now? I want to switch as fast as we can and see.
You know,
campfire here for these two.
We got the
Grappler so they can try to and get a surprise. Okay, so they've already put down.
They're playing for aggression. They know they're not going to be able to out-heal. They're playing for aggression.
I guess they're
Campfire's in.
preemptively.
They're going to be dropping here momentarily. Get ready, a trap gets taken. Zayt
Poaches
playing
down.
this so incredibly well. It all comes down to Vivid. Zayt's going to get the eliminate just like that. Perfect gameplay from Zayt and Envy Linane. They're going to get themselves a victory royale. 7 eliminations for Zayt. Can you believe it? What a game, number 5.
Eliminations. And again, I love to see it. We see that Zayt makes his way out to the storm because he's so confident in his decision making. He's
going to quit the lobby. That's how confident he is. No dancing. Nobody got time for that. Zayt is all business. I love it.
Wow. Just the absolute confidence to say, look, I mean, I've seen someone else run out to the storm. I can do that too. Watch me. Watch me secure this victory out. That's going to be 3 points heading his way. On top of the 7 eliminations. So if his teammate got even 1, that's another 3 points. That's 6 points potentially. At minimum, it's 5 points to hit the board.
Huge. What a power round for Zayt and for Linane. That's going to put them, I mean, they hold the throne, I believe, after that. We'll see how that all plays out. But that's going to put them at least in the top 5. And I don't even know if they were top 6 before then. I'm not sure where they were standing. We'll get you guys those updates as fast as we can because, of course, that's going to make a big deal for game number 6. But look at this. 72 hours out of the bush. I know that got you excited. You jumped out of your chair a little bit.
That tripped me out so hard. I wish that I could have just seen his face in that moment. That was so funny.
Unbelievable.
Man.
Oh my god, look at that turn, that 180 from Saf on Ninja. And Ninja really played that so well. Disengaged, got some good shots, but Saf with a nice laser, able to pick out one.
Space line going to Zayt was just, he went on a tear.
He only had 2 eliminations. It goes to show the importance of staying alive to endgame. From 1 elimination to 7. He went for the elim because he recognized, hey, I can get another elim here.
Yep.
Look at that play. We never saw that from his perspective. He ran into the storm and picked up the elim. Unbelievable gameplay from Zayt.
Zayt, listen, calm down. Bro, whoa. Slow down. Okay, my heart is slowing, I can't, it's gonna explode.
You and I both.
Yeah, I mean, that was incredible. I mean, and again, it goes back to confidence, man. He was so sure of his decision. He was like, look, I'm gonna build this ramp, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get this guy. And he did, and he clutches it up, and 7 eliminations hit the board for him.
Unbelievable. And so many players would have just gone for the heal off. So many players would have been content with the heal off. Instead, Zayt says, look, this is not just a placement-based game mode. We got to go for eliminations. Let me make a play. Hey, bud, you keep healing up here. I'll go take care of the rest. He takes care of business, picks up 2 eliminations, picks up 7 eliminations total in the end. I'm not sure how many Linane had, but I would assume 1. I think they got 8, plus a first-place victory royale. That's 3 and 3. That's 6 points racked up potentially. And of course, we'll get you those standing updates as soon as we can, but what great gameplay that was. Would love to hear everyone's thoughts out there. Make sure to tweet at us using hashtag FallSkirmish, tag Fortnite game, of course. Tag us on Twitter at Fallout, 2 T's, and at NICKMERCS Prime. Would love to hear your thoughts, of course, and read your thoughts going into game number 6.
Yeah, man. 1 game left. We'll have standings. We'll let you know the standings as soon as we have them. But, dude, that was so much fun to watch. I mean, you got to assume, like, all the clubs that are involved, they're all losing their minds. Like, everyone's shifting around as far as points go. Yeah, we literally have pages here.
We do.
You can watch.
Zayt, guess what team he's repping? What club he's repping?
Don't tell me.
Lucky Llama. Double L, baby. Double L. We'll walk you through it right now so you see where everyone's at. But Lucky Llamas gets on the board in a big way. They were in 4th place, but with that performance, that might help significantly. Bizzle and Demo, of course, are holding it down for Fortnites.
Man, and we saw, what was the standings update? Can you read those again? Going into this, the NA games, what were the standings?
Yeah, we'll catch you guys up on the standings going into it from Europe. Of course, let's show you who's on which roster, and then we'll tell you what the standings were coming into. So Bush Bandits Ninja, they were in 1st place coming into it, as mentioned, with 530 points. And we thought with Ninja, with Grenader Jake, with Monster, with 72 hours in chat, they'd be in a great spot. We'll see if that stays true. Dusty Dogs were in 2nd place with 395 points. 100 Thieves, Parallax and Kenneth looking great. Aiden of Ghost, Sofa of Trouble Boys, Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, Nate Hill and FaZe Clan, of course. Jay Cuddy be a great roster as well, so they should be looking pretty strong. And then Rift Raiders, what a story that is. They had 0 points coming into the North American series. We'll see if they can come out with some nice points leaving this. And of course, my heart and soul rests in Lucky Llamas. I entered my formal submission to join Lucky Llamas to start this broadcast. I'm a big fan of Lucky Llamas representing, and guess who's speaking of representing, Zayt and Linane showing up for Lucky Llamas in a major way.
Absolutely. And don't even forget the likes of Vape Jesus and his duo teammate are in 2nd place.
Yeah, that's true. And
the Rift
Raiders.
Raiders.
Lucky Llamas as well?
Rift Raiders. I know.
Are we allowed to show our loyalties here? I think we are.
You are.
All right, good.
I love them all equal. I can't choose. I love it. I just can't. I love them all. I'm sorry. I love all of you. I just have to.
You also love Kevin, the cube that destroyed Fortnite. So I don't know how I feel about his opinion. You're just a loving person.
I dabble. But I'm actually curious. So if people tuning in that didn't know, let's talk about those standings coming in to the NA matches you mentioned earlier.
Yep. Bush Bandits, 530 points in first place coming into these 6 matches. Dusty Dogs with 395 points in second place. And of course, with 165 points in third place was the Fortnites. Strong performance from that Bizzle and Demo. In fourth place was the Lucky Llamas, only 45 points though, so really not too much. And the only reason they're in fourth place is because guess what? Fifth place, 0 points. A goose egg coming into this one with the Rift Raiders. So we'll see if Rift Raiders can turn that around.
Vape Jesus.
Vape Jesus, that's the one.
That's right.
Vape Jesus. Representing.
He is Rift Raiders.
I believe we do have the updated standings ready, so we'll give you an update. Here we go. On to that. Zayden and Lene do it. They're holding the throne now. Can you believe it? First place, they overthrow Bizzle and Demo, but guess what? Baby Jesus and Zex are holding on to that second place spot. Wow. What a game changer for the Lucky Llamas.
That's crazy that they knocked Bizzle and Demo down to third place. That's crazy. And on top of that, Zayden and Lene have 9 eliminations, holding the throne right now. So if they can hold the throne for this final game, if no one else can exceed that 9 elimination threshold, not only are they going to get the extra 2 points at the end of the game, but they're going to walk with that extra prize.
Yeah, exactly. And we talked about how it's almost like we set them up perfectly. We talked about how Game 5 and Game 6 are just as important as Game 1 and 2. They got 6 of those 11 points in that last game. They dropped 8 eliminations, I believe, 8 plus eliminations. I think they had 9 eliminations, and they got first place. 6 of their 11 points were from one game, and it goes to show anything can happen here in game number 6.
Yeah, man. We've got one game left to cast on the day. And again, if the Summer Skirmish series taught us anything, it's anything goes. Yep. And it's not over till the final game. You talked about it. They just scored 6 points. You know how crazy that is? To come out of nowhere and say, not only, like, think about it. So not only do they drop the victory out, they get the 9 eliminations, they steal the 2 points away. They effectively, they actually got 8 points. I didn't even think about that. They got 8 points in one game.
Yeah, with the hold the throne. You're
That's right. They're holding
8 of their 11 points in one game. So that goes to show, I mean, if you're a fan of NICKMERCS, if you're a fan of Ninja, if you're a fan of High Distortion, some of these people that aren't in the top 10 right now, anything is possible. They could drop a huge game right here and hold the throne, get 2 points from that, pick up at least 6 points with a perfect game. That's an 8-point game is a perfect game here. Let's see if it can happen. We saw it happen at PAX West a couple times. Build up and play more defensive. NICKMERCS at Greasy Grove here.
What? Is NICKMERCS a greasy boy now?
Wait, different drop? I'm confused.
So here's something to note, is that who else is a greasy boy? Is actually Courage and Hysteria.
I don't know if Hysteria's playing today, though. Check it out.
I thought High Distortion is playing.
High Distortion's playing with Leopard. Hysteria,
Hysteria is not. No, I don't think Hysteria's playing today. But I mean, Courage is right there. You can literally just. So now we're not going to see the Aiden and NICKMERCS battle. We're going to see the NICKMERCS and Courage JD battle.
I love it. 2 of the most popular streamers and content creators on Fortnite are going to be battling here. Both on Lucky Llamas, by the way. So maybe a little collusion here. They're going to want to avoid each other. No, I'm just kidding. But interesting. Laquan, a.k.a. Legion, playing under a different tag here.
I love it. So I was able to cast games with him at PAX, and he was just so funny.
He's hilarious. Yeah, awesome guy from Kansas City. NICKMERCS originally from Detroit, currently living in LA. He wants this fight here, and he's gonna get it. Taking high side on Courage right now. Looks like he has a height advantage. Courage gonna miss that first shot. Nick able to survive. He wants to isolate the 2v1 if he can. Nick, one of the best positional players in the game, knows how to hold his right hand advantage and knows how to use cover to his advantage. Of course, that might come from his Gears of War competing days. He's playing alongside Legion, competitive Halo player with a deep background in Halo. Let's see what they can do here.
Take a look, man. So, that scared me for just a moment. There was suddenly someone in the house with him. But take a look. So, very quickly to identify, whenever you're looking at a player's name, so NICKMERCS has a 47, Laquan also has a 47. Therefore, they're on the same team. just as a quick way to identify. On top of that, this new spectator mode allows us, if you look at the top right, you can see additional players. So you can actually see that there's other players on top here. There's also players leaving at the top right. So extra information all the way around.
Yep. Looks like towards Shifty, there's a couple teams over there, but this is a tried and true 2 versus 2 for Nick and Legion versus Courage and Typical Gamer. And again, look how Nick plays this. So smart, so slow, so methodical. He doesn't put himself in bad positions ever because he's a true competitor, that's for sure. All these guys are all in on Fortnite all day, and they put so much work into this game. And see who can come on top of this fight. Very patient for both teams right now.
Courage looking to just try and find
There you
his
go.
players. Alright, so he breaks down the ceiling here. He doesn't see the players. He's not exactly sure where they are, right? So Nick's doing the smart thing, which is crouch walking inside the house. You make so much less noise when you're doing that.
But ultimately, if Courage and Typical Gamer keep just chopping away here, they're going to have height advantage. They're going to have some visibility, especially if they get owning possession to the cover as they play some floors. So if I'm Nick and Legion, I'm not comfortable where I'm at. I'm maybe trying to find a way to disengage. Do you have a Porter Rift? Do you have something to get out of there with?
You know, I don't think so. I think Nick only had a shotgun, an SMG, I believe a pistol, and then a scoped AR. I'm not sure what his teammate might have had.
Yeah, sometimes if you're Nick, that's all you need.
I'm sorry, it was a burst rifle, not a pistol. Oh, he gets shot from above. That was a huge chunk there.
Legion puts himself in a pretty bad spot here. He's going to be tagged up. So hurt is Legion. And now Courage and Typical Gamer in a great position to win this fight. They just want to inch away at the HP of Nick and Legion. No reason to rush and get destroyed by maybe a one pump to the head from a shotgun. Instead, play your life and play intelligent here. That's exactly what they're going to do.
And as you can see on the top right of the mini-map, we've got a team making their way back into Greasy Grove. They started to leave earlier, but they heard the gunshot, so now they're doubling back. And now they may look to third-party this.
Yep, Courage going to drop. Legion's going to get the med kit off, I believe, so Legion's back to full health. As I say that, Courage tags him up just a little bit. On board a typical Gamer here. It's a little bit lost here. Courage is in a 1 versus 2 for the moment. Nick gets taken out, all up to Legion, and Courage cleans up just like that. The courageous defeat the M-Fam, and Nick is going to get taken out.
And that's just how the cookie crumbles here in Greasy Grove. Courage JD saying, look, NICKMERCS, I know you didn't like Nick Towers no more, but I'm not going to let you take over the Greasy Grove. This is my home. But look at this. KP5 goes down to the likes of Monster, and now he's looking to hunt down Mercsman, who dropped very low, secures the elimination. Now he does get the counter elimination, but now it's just Monster by himself.
Monster. It's only about 61 HP. He doesn't have a med kit, so he'll be fine. Look how low his ammo is. I think he had some more loot he possibly could have gotten there.